Welcome to Data Guy, the channel dedicated to helping you unlock the power of data.
Hey everyone, welcome back to our SQL Tutorial Series. In the last video, we learned the basics, that is what databases are, how they work, and why SQL is so important. And we have also installed the MySQL Workbench to work. So in this video, we're going to look at the dataset that we will be using throughout the series, that is the farmers market. So basically this dataset will help us practice all kinds of SQL queries from basic select statement to advanced joins, subqueries, and even aggregation. Okay, so I have chosen the farmers market dataset because it's simple and it's realistic and it's perfect for beginners to to understand how data is stored and analyzed in real world. So imagine you're analyzing data for a government and or an NGO that supports the local farmers market across the country. Okay, so you have information about different markets, their location, contact details, and what products they sell. Okay, so when you look at the data set, the main reason why I choose the farmers market dataset is because there are multiple tables and every table is related to another table. That means, let me explain you. When you look at the customer purchases and the customer table, both are joined with a common key, that is customer ID. Okay, that is the customer ID is the primary key in the customer tables, and the customer ID is the foreign key in the customer purchase table, and both the tables are joined with the customer ID. Okay, that is a relation between both the tables. So same way product and product category is attached. So similarly, there are a lot of relations. Like I said, using this data set, you can practice all kinds of SQL queries from basic select statement to advanced joins, subqueries, and even aggregation. Okay, that's the reason we have chosen the farmers market dataset, and I've given the link in the description. You can download the files from that link. And now we'll go to our MySQL Workbench to so that I can tell you how to import these files into your MySQL Workbench so that we can start writing queries. And now let's go to a MySQL Workbench. So when you come, all you need to do is first you can create a separate connection. You can do that by clicking the plus sign. Once you click, a window will open. Set up new connection. Just give a name for your connection. Once you've given it, a new connection is created, and when you double click it, it asks for the password. Remember when I said this is a password that you need to enter, that is the password which you entered while creating the MySQL Workbench installation. Okay, the same password you need to mention it here now. And once you've done it, MySQL Workbench will open. Okay, as you can see, there is first you need to create a schema, that is a database. Okay, so to create that, you can just write create database, and you can give the database name, that is farmers market. Okay, and once you run the statement, okay, as you can see, farmers market dataset database is created. You can see the red color tick on the left. And now when you click the refresh button, you will see the farmers market database or schema, both are same. Okay, because in the query you'll mention as create database, but it basically features under the schemas. Okay, so both are same. And before you start writing any query, you need to first give this query, that is use database farmers market. And imagine when you have multiple schemas that you'll be working. Always you need to write this code as use database and the particular database name that you're going to use. This is because see, s- we should first instruct SQL from which schema that we need to extract the table from. So that's the reason we need to use this query. Okay. Okay. The right query is use farmers market, not use database farmers market. Okay. Now that we have run this query, you can see the farmers market schema has been highlighted. Okay. So now let's learn how to import data into this table. All you need to do is click tables on the left, right click it, click the table data import wizard. A new window will open, that is table data import, and you can browse the files. I've already kept it ready in a separate folder. All the files are there. You can double click any file that you want to import. Then just create new table. You don't want to put the data into an existing table. You need to create a new table. When you press the down mark, you'll get the schemas. Just to just to confirm that you want this data to be imported under which schema. Okay, that's what is mentioned, and you can mention the table name. And then it'll mention all the columns with the data type that you can select, and all you need to do is just click next. Once everything is right, checked and it's right, click next button, and the task will start getting executed. And once it is done, click the refresh button, and there now you see an icon on the left hand side of the table. Once you click it, you will see that the booth table has been created under the farmers market schema or database. Okay, now you can actually write query related to this booth table. Now I'm going to write select star from booth, and when I execute this query, I can I've retrieved the data from that particular table. There is booth number, booth price level, booth description, and booth type. Okay, so that is how simple it is to import data, basically from an Excel or a CSV file into your SQL database in your MySQL Workbench. Okay, so likewise, let's start importing other tables as well. Okay, now again we'll right click the table icon to import another table. We have done with the booth. Now let's do the customer table. Okay, click next, confirm the schema name and the table name, and click next. Just check the field type whether it is correct. Sounds good. Click next. Now it's getting executed. Next and finish. Click the refresh button and you'll see the customer table is ready. Now you can retrieve data from the customer table as well. Then do the same step for all to import rest of the tables. It may be a little difficult in the first time, but once you start doing it, it will become very easy. And also try to change the field type now itself, or else no, it will be difficult for you to do it when you're actually writing the query. Like example, the quantity column, if it is not there, if it is not in the integer field type, so instead of integer, if it is there in the string field type, then you can't able to do any aggregation with the quantity column. So always try to check the numerical value columns, that whether it is stored as an integer or a float, not as a string or text format. Okay, so these things are very important when you import the data, because one small mistake will lead to a big issue. So I'm just importing the datetime demo table. Next, check the data type. See, everything is there in text. Whether to change it to date or we can leave it as text. Let's change it to date time. because without changing this into datetime format, we can't able to extract the month or year from this date when it is there in the text format. So always keep the date entries in the datetime format. Now import the data. Again, table data import wizard. Just do the same process to import the rest of the tables. So as you can see, we have imported all the tables into our MySQL Workbench. And now in our next session, we'll be covering functions like select statement, order by clause, limit, and offset. Right? And we'll write a simple SQL queries, and we'll see how you can sort the result by using the order by clause, and how you can limit the number of entries using limit clause, how you can skip the rows or entries of a particular table using offset. All these functions will cover it in our next session. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching.
If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the Data Guy channel.